Have you ever hit send on a really important email and then immediately started sweating, wondering if you got the tone right? You know, that super fine line between being friendly and just sounding unprofessional? Well, today we're diving into exactly that. We're going to see how picking the right words, formal versus informal, can literally be the thing that makes or breaks a huge opportunity, like landing your dream job.
I mean, take a phrase like this. It's got personality, right? It's fun. You'd totally say this to a friend. But imagine a hiring manager reading this on a job application. It might make them pause, and maybe not in a good way. And honestly, this is the exact kind of innocent mistake that can sink an application before it even gets a real look. So, to see how this all plays out in the real world, let's meet Arnold. Arnold is passionate, he's full of ideas, and he has his heart set on one thing: getting his dream job at this amazing candy company. He's got all the talent for sure, but he's about to run headfirst into one giant obstacle.
And yep, you guessed it. That obstacle is the email he's about to write. He's hammered out a first draft and, well, let's just say it's a perfect case study in what not to do. It really shows you how the wrong tone can just completely torpedo your own credibility.
So are you ready for this? Let's take a look at Arnold's original email. I'd say brace yourselves. We're going to go through this case study in casual, piece by cringy little piece. Okay, so right out of the gate, we've got some red flags. Hello there is just a little too informal. I hope you're good. That sounds like a text message, you know? And I thought I'd email. That phrasing just lacks any real confidence. It doesn't exactly scream, I'm a serious candidate.
And it keeps going. I reckon that's pretty casual slang. Then he talks about his experience using phrases like loads of experience. It's so vague. He's actually undermining his own expertise here by using language that just doesn't sound very professional.
Oh, this is a classic. The word choice here is, something else. Yummy. Look, I get it, he's applying to a sweet factory. But yummy is a word you use with a 5-year-old, not a hiring manager. He needs to use professional terms to describe his skills, even if the topic is candy.
And here we go again with these super vague, informal words. Heaps of new ideas. What does that even mean? And then you have, if you take me on, and I can't wait. You can feel his enthusiasm for sure, but it's totally getting lost behind all this unprofessional language.
And finally, we get to the closing. Oh boy. Let me know what your thoughts are is just such a weak way to end it. Thanks for thinking about my email almost sounds apologetic. And signing off with just from? Way too informal. Yeah, this email is dead on arrival. But don't worry, we can fix it.
Okay, now for the really fun part, the makeover. We are going to completely transform Arnold's email. We're taking it from a casual catastrophe to a polished professional application just by swapping out his informal phrases for their more corporate-friendly versions. First up, that greeting. We're swapping hello there for the classic, safe, dear sir or madam. And that friendly, I hope you're good, that gets an upgrade to the much more professional, this message finds you well. Just like that, the whole tone of the email feels more respectful and serious.
Next, let's fix how he states his purpose. That wishy-washy, I thought I'd email because I really want to, becomes the direct, confident, I am emailing today because I would be honored to. And that casual, I reckon, becomes a much stronger, I believe. See? He already sounds way more sure of himself.
So what about all that experience he mentioned? This is where we turn that vague slang into actual substance. Loads of experience sounds so much better as a wealth of experience, and heaps of new ideas becomes a huge number of new ideas. The wording is just more precise, and it sounds a whole lot more impressive, doesn't it? Just elevating your vocabulary is such a game changer. Extra yummy is easily replaced with the more descriptive, even more delicious. That idea to make the factory look really cool. Let's make that a plan for a sophisticated new design. And that quote from the very beginning, I get a kick out of, becomes the much more professional, I greatly enjoy. Okay, this is just a hard and fast rule for formal writing. You've got to avoid contractions and slang. It's that simple. As you can see, I've got should always be written out as I have. Take me on becomes if you were to employ me, and I can't wait turns into I would be excited. These are tiny little changes, but trust me, they make a huge difference. And finally, to really stick the landing, we have to fix that closing. Let me know what your thoughts are becomes the much more proactive, I look forward to your response. Thanks for thinking about my email gets upgraded to thank you for considering my application, and from is replaced by the proper sign-off, yours faithfully.
Now that is how you end an email.
So Arnold's email is fixed. It's polished, it's professional, and it's probably going to land him that interview. But the skill he just learned here, it goes so far beyond just one job application. This is about mastering the absolutely crucial art of adapting how you communicate depending on the situation.
And there's actually a name for what we just did with Arnold's email. It's called code switching. It's basically the ability to shift your language style based on your audience and your environment. I mean, think about it. You don't talk to your boss the same way you talk to your best friend, right? Mastering this skill is just fundamental for communicating effectively in the professional world. All right, so let's boil all this down. What are the key things you need to remember? Number 1, always know your audience and the context. 2, avoid slang, contractions, all that casual stuff in formal settings. 3, use precise and professional words. 4, be clear and confident about why you're writing. 5, keep a polite and respectful tone. And finally, please, for the love of all that is good, proofread your email before you hit send.
You know, all of this leads to one last really big question. We live in a world that is just dominated by casual communication. We're talking texts, DMs, social media posts. So in this kind of world, is the art of formal writing still a critical skill? Or is it slowly becoming a thing of the past? It's definitely something to think about.